wanted to get back on touching base with some of these videos. It's been a while, and I haven't really kept up with the weekly thing, but I've got a lot of stuff going on lately, so just going to jump right in. Tons of news everywhere for lots of things right now. Apparently, PlayStation is announcing a big event this month. I mean, there's tons of videos on the web about it, and people have a lot more information than me, but everybody's speculating they're going to announce something huge for PlayStation, which could be, which is probably the PlayStation 4. So, heck yeah for that. And the thing that really makes me laugh is that they made a big deal about PlayStation was not going to announce anything until after, Nintendo or Xbox or anybody else wanted to come out and say anything else about their future products or what's going on right now. And they actually drew the gun first. So, it's a bold move. It was probably just a bluff or just joking around. You never know about those PlayStation guys, Sony in general. But that's great news. I'm excited to see what's up, and I can't wait even more to see what Microsoft has in plan and anybody else. It's going to be an awesome year to see all the new technology coming out. I'm not really picking favorites. Don't really know what to say about all the recent news. It's just so much. It's overwhelming. I couldn't really get together a good plan to talk about it, actually. So many PlayStation Vita stuff coming out. We got Sly Cooper coming out. And if you buy the PS3 version of Sly Cooper, you actually get the Vita version free, which they've done that for several games now. And it's got a bunch of cross-play, stuff going on. And the fucking trailer for Killzone Mercenaries came out. Looks unbelievable. Looks just like a console version of the game. Like, if you didn't know that the Vita existed, but you did know about the Killzone series, and you've seen this trailer, you'd be like, wow, new console game. It's that good. And I couldn't brag about it enough. It's going to be day one buy for me. I have to pre-order this game. Soul Sacrifice is coming out in April for the US. We got Ys Celceta coming out. Huge fan of the Ys series. Cannot wait for that. Honestly, that is probably the biggest thing coming out for me. Like, I was all about Killzone and Soul Sacrifice, but I really want that Ys game. Tearaway is coming out on Vita. Just all these big games. I'll put a bunch of them down in the box, so you can read them in the description box. I didn't prepare anything to talk about every one of those. There's just so much. I wanted to make sure you guys knew that I was still keeping up with everything, and that, still want to get a video out there every now and then. But as far as everything else goes, I'm still playing Persona. For those of you that watch my channel normally, I've done a lot of PC stuff lately. I'm doing a lot of SNES playthroughs. Mainly, I'm showing off my Chrono Trigger playthroughs. I'm really into them right now. NES, NES RPGs, JRPGs right now. I'm playing just about everyone I can get my hands on. Mainly just Secret of Mana and Chrono Trigger right now. I could do some Breath of Fire later, maybe some, Dragon Quest, old Dragon Quest. It's all up in the air. So you guys just leave me comments, send me private messages, whatever you need to do. Let me know what you guys want to see, what you guys want to know. Hopefully I'm going to be able to get some new video equipment and be able to edit my videos a lot better and put some trailers and stuff in it for you guys. But until then, I'll put some links up for trailers and stuff like that. I'm still wanting Ni no Kuni. I haven't really touched base on that at all in any of my videos, I don't think, so it's a total surprise to those of you who don't really know me. I'm a huge JRPG fan, huge Japanese game fan in general, huge RPG fan in general. Ni no Kuni is up my alley and then some. So that is a game I really want, but due to money problems and me being a total nerd and having to buy new Magic cards, and all the new Magic cards are coming out, so I'm a huge Magic the Gathering fan, so all that going on. Got a new tattoo, so got a lot of stuff going on. Just buying different stuff. Gaming comes first most of the time. Still got to get my hand in everything else I like. But I will get Ni no Kuni eventually, and hopefully I will be getting a capture card as soon as possible, so I can really share some of the cool stuff I do on PS3 with you guys. I would love to be able to do a Shin Megami Tensei Persona 3 video, just, even one video, but it's really hard to get that done, like, with crappy cameras and stuff I have. But, as far as the gaming world right now, I don't actually have a Nintendo 3DS, but my friend let me play with his. Damn. I really kind of wish I would have got more into it whenever it came out. But the prices have dropped so much since then, I really don't regret not getting it right away. I mean, I'm on my second Vita. I made that mistake the first time of not buying it mistake, but selling it. So I had to wait and save my money back up, and actually sold my most recent Xbox and got it. And then my friend gave me his old Xbox, so I still have another 360, just not a new one. Point being, I'm really excited. I didn't know that the firmware on there allowed you to have such a vast variety of games you could buy. Like, there's a bunch of old Mario games, like stuff I played on my Game Boy Pocket, like back in the day, like Day. I'm just really excited to see if I can save up enough money and convince my fiance to let me have one of those. As far as everything else goes, that's the big stuff. I'm still playing Persona 4. I lost interest in Gravity Rush halfway in. I mean, I really hyped it up to you guys, and I mean, I still love the game. Don't get me wrong. If you get a chance to play it, if you have PlayStation Vita, if you have PlayStation Premium, it's still free. Check that shit out. It's amazing. Amazing game. But I just overloaded myself with so many new games. I've kind of just lost interest in it halfway in. I mean, I'm sure I'll pick it up at some point, play a mission here, play a mission there, but I got about 8 missions in, and that's where it's kind of laid. That's about all I can say about that right now. I got Unit 13 again, and I played a few missions in it. I mean, I pretty much beat the game the first time I had it, so I'm not so excited to play it this time, but hell, I just want to own every Vita game I can. I've been playing just random stuff. Mainly the Sly Cooper demo for Vita. It's been really cool. I've played all the way through the demo like 3 times now. Love that shit. I still want to go back and do some Ragnarok Odyssey stuff. I have a lot of videos I could do with that. I haven't posted any of the Vita stuff I've been doing, but I mean, there is quite a few things I can do. As far as collection goes, I haven't really expanded. I mean, I bought Chrono Trigger for PS1 and also got it on there. I pretty much have it on like 4 different things right now, so I'm all maxed out on Chrono Trigger. I also have Chrono Cross. I'm still playing Final Fantasy VII. I mean, anybody who's played that game knows unless you sit down and literally just put all your time into a Final Fantasy game, then you're not going to finish it right away, especially 7. I mean, that game is just so enthralling. You just kind of have to take your time with it. That's exactly what I'm doing. I mean, I'm just savoring it, I mean, I've already beat it. I think I've beat it fully twice, doing just about everything. But, I mean, I've played it on and off throughout the years several times. And this will be my next, actually, total playthrough. So, at the end of it, I'll do some cool, like, look back at everything and what I liked about it the first time, what I liked about it the second time, why I picked it back up throughout the years here and there, and what ultimately made me want to play it again. And not to mention, it's my favorite Final Fantasy game, other than 1 and 2. Now, I have a special bond with 1 and 2, and the story behind that is one of my old friends, Kyle Ramey, had it on Game Boy Advance, I think, whenever they did the re-release for Game Boy Advance. So I started playing it on there, and as a kid, Game Boy was my thing. I mean, that was probably my favorite system. Still probably right there at number 2 with, I mean, it could even be number 1. I mean, I can't really, like, just put it down to a number here. But, the Game Boy was a huge system for me, and being introduced to Pokemon early on and those Final Fantasy games like that, you just can't touch that. I mean, even right here, I still have Pokemon Ruby. Just chilling in the drawer here. It's a little scratched up on the front. And this game right here is one of my favorite Game Boy RPGs, and I will never get rid of this game. And that's Golden Sun, the very first Golden Sun for Game Boy Advance. Love those games. But, I mean, there's so much you could talk about with that, and that's really what got me into the Final Fantasy series, was him letting me borrow that. And this is just an unbelievable experience. I played and played and played. I think one time I even sat down and literally grinded all my characters to 99 and didn't even beat the game. I just got everything as powerful as I could. It took me like well over a year, but I didn't care. I mean, I was a kid, just played the shit out of it. And that's the way the game should have been, and that's the way they were to me. Just like Pokemon, I mean, several playthroughs, I literally just got what Pokemon I wanted, and just System Link battled every time I got around anybody that had another Game Boy in the same game, I think that's what really takes away from new consoles. Like, I remember System Linking Xbox and playing Halo, it just had a feeling, me sitting here playing it and then somebody right in the next room playing it with me, opposed to everybody has headsets and, you're on the other side of the fucking world. I mean, that's awesome as shit. I mean, if that wouldn't have happened, gaming would not be where it is today, but you have to also look in retrospect, like, it used to be like this. You still kind of have that nostalgia for that. And that's the way old Game Boy games are for me. And that's why that system was so cool. Because, back when we were younger, I mean, it wasn't as complex, having this big-ass system. You have to have 2 TVs, all that. No, instead you just have, a little Game Boy system. And you have just a little bitty cord. And you just sit there and, you're just kids nerding out. And it was amazing. Long ass stupid story short, I love Final Fantasy, and I thank my friend Kyle for letting me borrow that, and this is one of my favorite games of all time. I'd really like to get another Game Boy Advanced. I have no way to play Game Boy Advanced games anymore. The only Game Boy I still have is an old Game Boy Pocket, and I'll show it in some later videos, and it's old as dirt. I remember getting it for, like, graduating kindergarten. Like, I had a kindergarten graduation at my school, and my parents bought me the Game Boy Pocket. It was black and white as fuck. Had a little contrast dial on the side of it where you actually could make it really dark black and white or really light black and white. That was something else. I mean, back then I was like, oh my god. And then when Game Boy Color came out, I was like, what the fuck was this, and why was it made? Why didn't we just start with this? As a kid, you don't think about those things. And then when Game Boy Advanced SP came out, I was sold. Still not even as big. I mean, even the DS, 3DS, Vita, PSP, fucking anything, still can't beat what that SP did for me. I mean, it was just the best. I don't even know what else to say about it. Love it. If I ever had to do a console review, I'd have to do like 10 videos on Game Boy SP. But you guys didn't come here to hear about SP. You guys came here to listen to me rant about other things, I'm sure. But really all that I'm going to be focusing on, the next couple of weeks is just getting the Chrono Trigger playthrough. I mean, I may not do an entire playthrough and show to the end unless you guys are interested. I just really wanted to show off how much that game is amazing. I mean, it's probably a game that, 50% of people probably heard about, maybe even 90% of you have heard about it, but only like 40% of people that are around now that play video games, especially if you were born like 96 on, you really probably missed that game, and that's not cool. I mean, that game is amazing. I love Chrono Trigger. Chrono Cross, now, I may never do a video on that on here, but I will talk about it here and there just because it's, it's in the series. It's okay. It's simple. It's okay. Had crazy awesome graphics for its time, but it wasn't SNES, it was PlayStation 1, wasn't really made like the first one, wasn't really made by the people that did the first one. There's just a lot of things in there that's, up and down. But love Chrono Trigger, Secret of Mana, and Legend of Mana. Any Mana game that I can get my hands on, I'm going to play it. May not like all of them, but it's a Mana game. That's about it, I love Secret of Mana, and I have never beat the game all the way through. I've gotten really close several times, but it's just one of those things, like, you're like, oh, fuck yeah, and then something comes up, and you're like, oh, and then you come back to it, and you're like, So, hopefully I'll be able to actually finish it all the way through this time, but I've played it enough to be able to say I love that game. It's not one of my favorite games ever, but if I had to put it down to that one console on SNES, it's in top 3. Which would be, Super Mario. I guess I would say Chrono Trigger be number 1, then Super Mario, and then Secret of Mana. That would be my SNES favorites. And this is just such a jumbled video. Hope you guys can forgive me. I didn't have any floor plan for this. It was really early in the morning. Haven't slept yet. I've just been, really caught up in the world lately. I haven't been into much digital shit lately. I've been playing a lot of Magic lately with a lot of different people, so that's a good thing. I actually beat the place where I went to get this tattoo. The owner actually wanted to play me in Magic, which was really cool. His name was Jason, and I ended up beating him in our first match, which was a really good match, and I can't wait to play him again, and lots of my other friends. And if any of you guys out there play Magic, please hit me up. I'm a huge Magic the Gathering fan. I love it. Just went and got a bunch of new 2013 cards and everything. I haven't got the Gatecrash stuff that's coming out yet, but hopefully I will. So I might even, do some videos on that, show off my cards. This is a total gaming channel. Like, I think I want to take it in different directions than I even started off with, and hope you guys like that, because I want to be optimistic with it. I don't want to, shut it down to one type of gaming. Plus, I said I would talk about movies and TV and all that. I've been really into watching a bunch of, old superhero movies lately, and I just watched on Netflix, they have the Justice League. It's called Doom. It's like the Legion of Doom thing. Really need to check that shit out. I really liked it. A very good portrayal of Batman. I don't like Superman at all, but he was kick-ass in that. I loved it. Really did love it. And you should check that out. And as far as movies go, I guess my favorite movie in the past couple of months has been Red State. It's a Kevin Smith film. It's very good. It has John Goodman in it. I highly recommend it. It's on Netflix. Even if you went out and bought a copy, I watched it like 3 times in the same weekend. Love the shit out of that movie. Maybe I'll start doing like a 3 or 4 minute movie video a week, maybe, if I get time. TV show wise, though, I finished up How I Met Your Mother. All that's on Netflix right now. I can't wait for the newest season and the last season. I don't want it to be the last season, but I'm excited to get caught up with it. And I'm going through a show called Parenthood right now. So that's about it. I can't wait for Walking Dead. That's my shit right there. Now, whenever Walking Dead comes back on, I'll have lots to talk about on that for sure. I'm speechless when it comes to Walking Dead. I'll recap episodes and stuff. We'll talk about it. I won't warn about spoilers and stuff, but I love to, sit and shoot the shit about Walking Dead. So if you guys are interested in that, then, this is the place to come watch a video. As far as that goes, I guess I'll catch you guys, the next time I get a chance to make a video. Hopefully I'll get a video up this week. I do have some Ragnarok stuff I want to do, do like a goblin boss thing. It's a really quick video, and a lot of people's done it, but I just want to, show off the way I do it. I think I have a really good method, and that is probably the next thing you can expect from me, except for part 4 of Chrono Trigger. I just put up 3 last night, and I just put up 2 a few days ago, so, I'm going to keep popping these out every couple of days, not in really a schedule, but I have most of them pre-recorded. Like, I sit down and just played the shit out of it at one time, so I just put them into segments, that way I don't kill you guys with it. But if I get a chance, I'll just sit down and play like 30 minutes at a time and upload it. But not many people want to watch a 30-minute video on a channel that only has like 200 views. So hopefully you guys will bear with me and, like, share, subscribe, comment. I'll talk to you guys later.